Hi everyone, welcome to Lulu Movies. Today I'll talk about an action comedy film called Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw. Brixton was a top agent, but a techno-terrorist organization called Etion turned him into a super warrior. Most of Brixton's body were enhanced with cybernetic implants, which gave him superhuman strength. Etion has created a dangerous virus called Snowflake. Once released, it will cause many civilian casualties. But fortunately, MI6 found out about the virus and sent a special agent team to retrieve it. Hattie was among them, and the mission went successfully. The special agents sneaked in and launched a raid and found the virus and put it in a bottle. But at this moment, Brixton rushed over, and the agents immediately raised their guns and told him to get down. But Brixton's electronic eye had already seen it and helped him killing these agents instantly. Hattie fired several shots and was blocked by his bulletproof hands. Realizing there's no hope of winning, she decided to drive away. Under Brixton's fire, the truck crashed into the wall and rolled over, causing all the viruses transferring into the injection machine. Moreover, the machine was too big to take away, so Hattie could only inject the virus into her own body and run away in a hurry. Brixton pretended to be an MI6 agent and framed Hattie for stealing the virus and killing the entire team. For some reason, CIA believed Hattie was behind all of this, and they sent two agents, Hobbs and Shaw. These two people used to be rivals, and although they shook hands and made peace, they still didn't like each other. So as soon as they met, they started bickering. Realizing they couldn't work together, they decided to find Hattie on their own. Hobbs found Hattie first, and after a short fight, Hobbs raised Hattie up to the sky and arrested her. Arriving at the CIA black site, Hobbs was able to see that she was framed. However, Hattie refuses to disclose any information about the virus. Then Shaw showed up, and it turns out they're actually brothers and sisters, just not in a very good relationship. Now all of our three main characters are pointing their weapons at each other, and Hattie decided to tell them that she has the virus in her body. Just when she's about to leave, there's a blast through the window. The terrorist has arrived, and after a quick fire, Brixton picked up the unconscious Hattie and jumped off the building. With ropes attached to them, they started descending down the building. Hobbs and Shaw immediately launched a counterattack. After killing the two people, Hobbs grabbed the ropes and began to go down. Shaw, on the other hand, chose a safer option called elevator. Now Hobbs decided to let go of the rope and jump straight down, killing one terrorist and then to the other. Now Hattie woke up and cut the rope on Brixton, and both of them started descending and falling onto the grass. Just before Brixton was about to react, Hobbs landed on him and both of them fell down to the ground. Brixton, of course, has no injury. After all, he's a man of steel. But Hobbs seems to be fine as well, falling from that height. After Shaw quickly finished some anonymous characters, the three men are finally gonna fight. Hobbs takes the lead and swings a punch with all his strength, which Brixton dodged perfectly and knocked him down with a counter punch. Shaw then came up with a series of punches but was quickly knocked down as well. Hobbs saw that the situation was not to their advantage, and he dropped a bomb onto the car, temporarily trapping Brixton. After Brixton got out, he caught his motorcycle remotely and started chasing after him. During the chase, Hobbs smashed the glass with his fist and took out a motorcyclist. Hattie seems to be impressed, so Shaw decided to do something as well. Seeing there's a truck in front of him, he pressed on the gas and slid under the truck. Brixton followed closely, crawled out of the gap that was almost impossible to, and continued the chase. At an intersection, Shaw went around the front of the bus, giving Brixton no time to stop, causing him to crash out a hole through the bus. And of course, Brixton is still without a scratch. Only Shaw and his buddies have already drove away. Brixton was furious. When he went back, he hacked into the media and radio with his men and framed Shaw's team into the terrorists, making him wanted all over the world. On the other hand, Shaw's team still have to find a way to remove the virus from Hattie as soon as possible. Hobbs happened to know an expert on the virus, and after they found him, the expert confessed that the virus was made by him. Only it was intended to be used as a vaccine carrier to benefit all mankind, but unfortunately was transformed into a killing weapon by Etion. They have to extract the virus from Hattie's body within 3 days or else she will be infected. But this machine is heavily guarded in the base of the terrorist organization at Chernobyl, Ukraine. In order to prepare for this mission, Shaw first took the group to Russia and asked for some heavy weapons from his good old friend. Hattie also come up with a plan that is a diversion, letting Hobbs and Shaw to create a scene, giving Hattie the time to steal the machine. But first, they have to find out where the machine is located. So Hattie turned herself into Brixton in order to find the whereabouts of the machine. Just like her plan, she was taken to the base lab where the machine was. Brixton also wants to extract the virus, and it happens to be the same expert who does the extraction. On the other hand, Hobbs and Shaw were storming through the base, killing a group of guards along the way. But when they opened the door, they were ambushed by a dozen of terrorists. Brixton wanted to kill them directly, but the big boss liked what they are capable of and wanted to turn them to work for him. Hattie took the opportunity to untie the handcuffs and knock them down. She quickly took the weapons and went to meet the group. At this time, Hobbs and Shaw had been chained to chairs, with the other end connected to high voltage electricity. It is said that one person can only stand being electrified 3 times. However, after Brixton has shocked them for the 4th time, both of them are still breathing. Just before he was about to do the 4th time, Hattie showed up. When she pulled the trigger, no bullets come out. It turned out that this gun needs to be activated before it can be used. Fortunately, the virus expert also arrived, burning Brixton with a flamethrower. Shaw and Hobbs broke free, but they have no intention to fight for a long time, so they steal 2 cars and run away. Brixton killed the virus expert and took his high-tech motorcycle and chased after the group. Hattie was on Shaw's vehicle at first, but after some fight, she decided to jump on Hobbs' vehicle. Hobbs let Hattie take control of the car and came to the back of the car, where Shaw landed with his car first, then Brixton flew in with his motorcycle. Then the 3 men began to fight again. Hobbs and Shaw tried everything within their strength, but there was still no match for Brixton. Fortunately, a big chimney crashed down, forcing Brixton to jump out of the car, and that gave Shaw's group a chance to escape. However, the virus extraction machine broke down during the fight, and Hobbs thought of his own brother, who was an engineer before and might be able to help. So they went to Hobbs' hometown, Samoa, which is an island in the middle of Polynesia. Hobbs' brother Jonah greeted him with a punch to his face. It turned out Hobbs' relationship with his family is not good, because 20 years ago, Hobbs' father was a notorious criminal. When he commits crime, he also brought his sons. And enraged, Hobbs reported his father, and he hasn't been home since. Obviously, his brother Jonah is still angry with him and refuses to help. Fortunately, their mother stepped in, not only ordering his brother to help, but also asking them to show the most hospitality toward their guests. And Shaw's group set out to defend themselves. However, when they opened the arsenal, he was stunned. There was no gun inside, only thing left were wooden sticks. Fortunately, Shaw figured out a way. He remembered that the terrorist guns need to be activated before they could be used. So he asked Hattie to find a way to hack into their weapon system to disable it. Then Shaw led his brother to plant many bombs on the island. That night, Jonah fixed the machine and inserted a needle into Hattie's arm to extract the virus. But the whole process is going to take 30 minutes and cannot be interrupted. And of course, that's when the terrorists arrive. Hobbs' brother prepared a war dance, and when Brixton ordered their men to fire, they just found out their weapon went offline. It turned out Hattie's hack was successful. Hobbs took the opportunity to detonate the bomb, instantly blasting a car into the sky along with a few terrorists. Shaw launched a flaming car to surround the terrorists, and a hand-to-hand combat officially started. Seeing the situation was not good, Brixton abducted Hattie and tried to escape on his helicopter. Hobbs and Shaw chased after him immediately. Hobbs first threw a chain and hooked onto the helicopter. Then the 2 sides played a tug-of-war game. There's no doubt the helicopter was more powerful, and it soon pulled the 2 men's car up. Then Hobbs' brother drove into the front and hooked the chain on their cars. But the weight of 2 cars is still not enough, so the 3rd and 4th car came, and finally was able to drag on with the helicopter. At a turn, 1 car drove off the cliff, and Brixton saw that as an opportunity to drive them off the cliff. Just when they're about to fall, Hobbs and others got the power mode in their vehicle started. It pulled back the falling car and broke an engine on the helicopter. Then the terrorist weapon system suddenly came up, and just with one round they broke up the car chain. Fortunately, at this time they drove to a trapped area which blew up their vehicles. Suddenly the chain couldn't hold up anymore, and Hobbs could only replace the chain with his bare hands. With some superhuman strength, he wrapped it back into the wheel hub. At the same time, Hattie tried to fight the two abductors, but damaged the helicopter during the fight. When the helicopter lost power and started to fail, Hobbs and Shaw were pulled down as well. Now everybody just fell down from a high cliff, but none of them seemed to be injured. Now I seriously doubt any of them are humans. Brixton got up and saw that the virus extraction should be complete in a few minutes, so he woke up one of his men, who is just chilling there, and went to deal with Hobbs and Shaw. At first, there were still no rivals to Brixton, and they were getting beaten badly. However, they soon discovered Brixton's vulnerability is his head, and when one person is getting punched, it will give another person a chance to hit him. As long as they keep doing that, they are able to defeat Brixton. So they immediately teamed up, having one person take a punch, giving the other one a chance to attack. This method started to work magically, beating Brixton down to his knees. Hattie saw the countdown was over, so she grabbed the electricity wire next to her and detonated the helicopter, blowing up the guard on the side. Brixton is still fighting, however he's almost out of strength. Hobbs picked him up and slammed his head on a rock, which finally broke Brixton. Shaw raised his gun at him and was going to kill him, but in the end he gave up. But Etienne shut him down remotely, causing him to fall into the ocean. Then the big boss of Etienne's voice come up.
Brixton never really lived up to our expectation.
And after some mutual threatening, they celebrated their victory. This film was released in 2019. It is a really self-aware movie. It knows exactly what it is. It's a typical summer Hollywood film. And that is a good thing. It is slightly cheesy at times, but nothing problematic. It does have some awesome action, but what sells it even more is the chemistry between The Rock and Statham. I actually didn't expect the banter or quarreling between them to be as entertaining as it was. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.